Hello, friends, and welcome back to Financial Accounting classes. I'm Surbhi Saxena, your mentor for financial accounting. So, in previous videos, we already saw that what do we mean by accrued income, deferred income, accrued, and your prepaid advances or prepaid expenses, right? We saw the definitions, we saw an understanding that when you will term a particular expenditure as your prepaid expenditure or an accrued income. Now we are moving ahead with the accounting of these types of expenses and your incomes. So let us begin with the very first accounting, that is accounting for accruals. Now, what do we mean by accruals? If you have already studied in your graduations or in your previous classes, you must have heard about a word which we say outstanding, right? So it is exactly what this accrual means, that you have done the work but expenses has not yet been either invoiced or been paid. That is known as accrual. So see what it says, accounting for accruals, right? Now let us go ahead with the very first example which this particular question says. Now we are just going through the accounting of these types of expenditures or the transactions. Let us see what this particular example says, that during the year 31st December 2022, what is happening? The electricity supplier sent the following invoices to DPQ Joinery. What is happening? That the electricity supplier or the electricity board has sent these invoices to a company, that is DPQ, at the year end, that is 31st December. Now, what were these invoices? They were paid immediately as what the rate is mentioned. So, see what happened on 2nd May, you received the invoice for what term period? From January to April. So, January, February, March, April. So, for 4 months, your total bill was 8,460 and you paid it immediately on 2nd of May. Okay. Then what was the next example? The next transaction says that on 2nd of August, you again received bills for how many months? May, June, July. For 3 months you received the bills and it amounted to $6,190. Then on 2nd November, you're receiving the bills for August, September, and October. Again, 3, 3, 6, or 4, 10 months, right? This is 7,230. This sums out to be 21,880, right? Now let us move ahead. What this question says, that DPQ Joinery paid a total of 21,880 for electricity during the year. Now see what is happening when you are closing your financial years or when you are closing the accounts on 31st of December, you availed electricity for entire 12 months, but for how many period you have paid the expenditure? Only for 10 months, summarizing to 21,880. So still 2 months are remaining, right? Now this is what is happening, that these are the outstanding expenses. That means the expenditures for which you have not yet made the payment or invoices are not yet being generated, okay, and they are termed as accruals. Now let's see what this question further says. The question says that, however, this relates only to the electricity used by the business from 1st January to 31st October. Of course, these bills were only for the 10 months, and additional 2 months of electricity use, that is for November and December, have not yet invoiced or paid. Now, what does it further question says? That on 31st of December, DPQ Joinery needs to adjust for outstanding expenses or accruals. And what are those two options? Number one is, how will you estimate this 2 months amount, right? Since you have not received any invoice and neither you have made any payment, so how will you make this adjustment in the books of the accounts? So there are two options which they have given. Number one is, either take the invoices of the same months in the previous year, or number two is what they are saying, calculate accrual amount based on the last invoice received. Now, since you have not been provided any information which related to the previous year, so you will take the last invoice released or last invoice issued, which amounted to how much? It was somewhere around 7,000, right? So how will you do further calculations? Let us look at it. So now let's see what is happening. The last invoice which was raised for August, September and October month was 7,230. So what we will do, we will just calculate the average divided by 3. So per month we are expecting an electricity cost on an average of 2,410. So for the upcoming 2 months, that is for November and December, we are expecting how much? The electricity expenses would be 4,820. This is on an average electricity expenses which is accrued or outstanding. Now see what will be the journal entry. So I'm writing it over here, that calculation of electricity, of accruals of electricity. So what will be the amount? Simple, 7,230 is your total amount. And how will you calculate average cost? It is 7,230 divided by 3, 2410. So for 2 months, we are expecting the amount 2410 multiplied by 2, 4820. What will be the journal entry? Since it is outstanding, so it is a liability for us. All accruals are liabilities. So what will be your journal entry? All liabilities should have your credit balance. So we will write down electricity expenses account debit to accruals, or you can also write down to outstanding electricity expenses, and the amount will of course will be 4820 and 4820. Okay, and see, this is how we have created the statement of expenses also, that 4820 will be my accruals, it is a liability. And how much amount of payment you have done? See, bank amount on 2nd May 8460, then 6190, then 7230, and whenever on 31st of December you will do this expenditure 4820, total 26,700, that will go into your PNL account. This is how you calculate your accounting treatment of your accrual. Now let us move with the second topic, that is prepayments, or we all know prepaid expenditures or advances. That means even before the work is being done, you have made the payment in advance. For example, rent paid in advance, salary paid in advance, right? So what is happening? Even before availing the services, you have made the payment. Prepaid advances or prepaid expenditures are what? Basically they are your assets. So now let's see what the definition they have given is: recognized when a business pays in the current financial period for an expense that relate to the next financial period. Okay, so let us quickly see the example and the accounting treatment of prepaid expenses. Now see, again the same example they have given of same company, DPQ Joinery rents a workshop and pays rent quarterly in advance. So what this company is doing, they are paying rents quarterly in advance. This means payments must be made on the first day of each rental period. This payment is for the rental expense for the next 3 months. The business started renting this workshop on 1st of June 2022. So far, the following invoices for rent have been received and paid. So these are what the invoices has been generated and has been paid 1st June. Okay, so for invoice period is June, July, August. For 3 months, the payment is 1,200. Then September, October, November, again 3 months, the payment you have done of 12, and again and on 1st December you have made payment of December, January and February. So 3 months, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200 payment of each quarter you have made payment in advance of 3,600. What else further it says? In 2012, a total of 3,600 is paid for rent covering the period from 1st June to 28th February, right? So how many periods are there? These are 3, 3, 6, or 3, 9 months, right? Now some of this payment relates to 2013 also, that is for the next year, right now, and your financial year is closing on 31st of December itself, right? So how will you make this particular adjustments? Let us move ahead. So now what is happening, since a few payment, that is for January and February, it relates the payment of next year. So what you will do, you will reduce your expenses of these 2 months, and these 2 months expenditure will be known as your prepaid expenses. This example was related to how you make the prepayments. Now let us see the example of the accounting treatment of prepayments. Now see, same example we are going ahead with. Now what does it says? DPQ joinery will adjust for prepayments creation on 31st of December 2012 for the 2 months rent advance payment related to 2013. So what you do, you have made the payments of next year, in this year only. This is your prepayment, this is your advance. So again the calculation will be there. How will you do the calculation of 2 months? So how will you do these 2 months of calculation? It is simple, that again 1200 payment you have done, but 3 months advance, right? So on an average the payment will be 800. 400 into for 2 months, it is 800. Now what will be the journal entry? So see, what you will do, the value of prepayment required at the end of year is $800. Let us quickly see what will be the journal entry of it. So see, I told you that prepayment expenses are what? They are advances, they are your asset, and all assets have debit balance. So see what journal entry they have done: prepayment rents or rent paid in advance account debit to rent expenses 800 and 800. This is your treatment of prepaid expenses.